Okay guys, so this is episode 3 of my Interrail trip and we are going to start at day 4 I think. Yeah, so day 4 in the morning, that was the day I was going to travel to Naples. So in the morning I prepared my stuff. I still had some wet things from the day before, so I hung them up on the balcony of the hostel to dry them a bit. Yeah, so I went down to have breakfast, but suddenly I thought in that moment that the gardener was watering some plants and there was water pouring down till I realized, okay, it's pouring rain. So yeah, that was not that of an efficient way to dry my stuff, so it was all wet again. Apart from that, I then luckily got my train, and that was the high-speed train going from Genoa straight to Rome, and then I had to switch trains in Rome to travel to Naples. The thing is that this train ride, it's somewhat special because I actually discovered that train line through the Interrail website, because they have a picture of the station of that train line and it looked just super cool having that train line directly next to the coast. So yes, the thing is, I took the train and yeah, the view was just awesome. As always, I'm saying that a lot in these episodes. So after that, I then arrived in Rome. And the thing with Rome was that I then got off my train. I think I had I don't know, probably 30 minutes or something to switch trains. So I still took some photos or videos of my train arriving there, then searched for a way to switch to the different platform where was the train, and I thought, okay, cool, let's use that as some b-roll footage for this video. And so I recorded that till I then realized, okay, I actually don't have much more time. I looked at the sort of sign that's hanging above the station and it said, okay, this train is departing right now. I thought, I didn't really want to miss my train, so I immediately went in there, but then I sort of had a bad feeling because I realized I'm going too early. This shouldn't be a thing. So I immediately talked to the staff there, who was unfortunately only speaking Italian, but still she made clear to me that I was on the wrong train because there was going to come my actual train, like it was departing from the same platform island but from the opposite side of it and like 10 minutes later. So yeah, was on the wrong train, and yeah, the doors were already beeping and closing while she was telling me that, or sort of trying to tell me that. So yeah, I basically screwed up, and yeah, the staff there wasn't too happy about it because they obviously, in those Italian high-speed trains, they all have separate seat reservations, so each passenger has a corresponding seat. But I was basically on that train without a seat reservation. Luckily, while they weren't too happy about it, they said, okay, go to carriage number, I don't know, somewhere in the middle. And yeah, I just sat down there, and yeah, it was a bit of an awkward feeling because I was a bit scared that they would still come to me and be like, oh, come on, you don't have a seat reservation, you need to pay something extra, but luckily they didn't. After a while, I then arrived in Naples, and actually I think half an hour earlier than I should have, my actual train. So my mission then was to go to the hostel. The thing is, I arrived at the main station and I needed to go to somewhere deep into the city. So I took the metro, wanted to take that. After a long fight with the ticket machine, I was trying to go down to the metro. The thing is, I didn't really realize if it was metro or if it was some regional train. But yeah, it ended up being the correct train or metro. I then went to just drove the station, got out there. Yeah, it was just a small place in the middle of some building, and the roads there, they are all made out of large cobblestones. So okay, this isn't really working out great, to be honest. Like, look at that cobble road. It's horrible to pull a suitcase over here. And after gaining at least a bit of orientation there, I then faced another challenge because I needed to climb like 15 meters or something. Needed to gain that on height, and I didn't see any option to get up there. Yeah, I think there was a park, but that was already closed off because it was in the evening. So I thought, okay, I'm screwed. I need to go back. Google Maps showed me that way.
Okay, I almost found it. It's an elevator and the front of it. For me, it looked like a shop or something. But yeah, worked out. Now I'm up here. Still, I have to walk a few meters. But yeah.
Yes, so turns out I walked past a little shop. At least I thought it was a shop, but it wasn't a shop. It was an entrance to another public elevator. So they also have those in Naples. Yes, so then I was on top there and could finally go to my hostel through some narrow and a bit dark alleyways in that neighborhood. I don't know, I at that point I didn't feel too safe because I didn't really have a sense of orientation there and didn't really know where it was. And then I ended up at the hostel door. Basically was building entrance door that led into inner area, open area of that building.
To be totally honest, this feels a bit sketchy. Yeah, let's see.
But then I opened up the door and it was just totally amazing, that hostel, because from the outside it looks a bit horrible, to be honest. But then entering it, it just looks really awesome. I really liked the look of it. And the big bonus, and that's I think also the reason why I decided I'm going to this hostel, is that it has an inside garden area that's basically encapsulated by other buildings. So it's just a really nice atmosphere. It isn't too loud. No, you basically don't hear anything of the city. They have some chilled music there, and yeah, I immediately felt welcome. And so yeah, it was already a bit late in the evening, but I sat down there and just enjoyed a bit. I think I also played some table tennis and met some people there, and that was really cool. I'm not sure if it was on that day or the next day, but I also joined some people to get some pizza at a nearby restaurant, and wow, that pizza just tasted really, really good, and it was actually quite inexpensive and tasted awesome. So yeah, that turned out to be a cool evening. The next day I then just discovered Naples, discovered the different neighborhoods and the city overall. Checking out the city was quite cool. There are definitely many interesting places. Of course, not every part of this whole journey was just plain awesome or super cool. I also walked way too long distances that day, and I just didn't have any energy left in the evening really. So that's also something that can happen. One evening I also decided to cook some meal in the kitchen. Hostel kitchens are usually a really cool place to meet people, and you perhaps can also decide to cook something together. Yeah, in this case there was an event in the hostel where all the host guests were at, so that didn't work out great that evening, like getting to know people in the kitchen, but at least that event was cool. So overall, quite interesting.
Okay, so that's it for this episode about Naples. The next episode will be about the city of Rome and the final stop of this journey. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you in that video.